Joke, no joke. Shout out to everybody on the West Coast. All right. What up, Lout? All right. Shout out to everybody in the Midwest. What up, Dirty? Shout out to everybody up top. What up, B? Shout out to everybody down south, down bottom. What's up, Yardy? You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody over in Detroit. What up, though? Chicago, you know what it is. Everywhere, Miami, all over, man. Shout out to my people in Germany, Canada, Connecticut, Great Britain, London, Paris, you know, all my South Africans that be tuning in, all my people in the Caribbean that be tuning in. Choke no joke, Philly in the building. Shout out to the whole East Coast. All right, Baltimore, what up? DC, I see you. VA, what up? Carolinas, what up? You know what I mean? Whole Florida, what up? You know, whole state of California, down from the Bay all the way down to San Diego. All right. Chi Town, what up? Choke no joke, I'm in the building, man. So being that we got a light news night tonight, you know, I've been working on a project, and I've been taking all of my tapes, which is 30 years worth, right? So taking all that stuff and transferring it, so I could put this, docu series together. So tonight, I thought it'd be cool that I dug up all this old content to show y'all why Choke No Joke is the content king, right? What up, Kev? I see you. Mickey, you made it. GT8, what up? Um, Dre Brown in the building. I see you. So it's been emotional roller coaster going through 30 years of content. You know what I'm saying? And this is how far back, you know, I go with this, man. Like, a lot of people ask me, how I got into it and, what inspired it. It's, you know, the main thing was finding something else to do other than being in the streets, looking to go to jail or worse. You know what I'm saying? So, I found my niche, just filming everything. And just to show y'all, I'm going to take y'all on a little time journey. You know what I'm saying? Um, Hold on a second. So, what I want to do is get y'all involved. This is definitely going to be nostalgic right here. You know, especially if you like you in your 30s, you're gonna be young looking at it like this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And for the people my age, you're gonna be like, I remember that. Like, wow. You're gonna see clothes that you like you remember, like, damn, what happened to my sneakers like that, or my jacket, or my pants like that, you're gonna look at you're gonna see cars and you're gonna be like, wow, I had that. Or my man had that, or my dad had that. You know, uh, you might even see people you know. So I'll get into the Michael Jackson movie again after I get through this. Right. So uh, like I said, the thing that got me into videography was getting off the streets. And what made me start documenting stuff was um, I started modeling and acting first. And with the modeling and acting, I was doing a lot of big projects, a lot of music videos. That was the thing back then. Nas, Hate Me Now, I'm in there. Mobb Deep, Quiet Storm, with Little Kim, I'm in there. Eve Got a Man, I'm in there. It's a bunch of music videos that I did, right? So when I would go back to the hood, I'd be like, "Yo, I did a video with Nas, or I was with Little Kim, or I was with Mobb Deep," and dudes in the hood, they like, "Yeah, all right, yeah, all right, son, yeah, all right, you was with Little Kim, yeah, all right." So I had to start taking my camera to prove I wasn't lying, and that's how it started. They didn't have people filming behind the scenes on the music videos and all that stuff back then like that, you know. And it damn sure wasn't nobody running around doing that back then. So that's where I got found my niche or whatever, and then it became my passion. The acting, once I got the lead role in the video, that passion was gone, and the passion to be a videographer is where I would call it. And like I said, I still got all of my cameras from day one, you know. And this is the camera here that started it all. The Sharp View Cam. I don't know how many of y'all remember this. You can see it's still a little dusty, but still works. Right? So let me show you now. That is I was shooting with that probably 94, 95, maybe. Like that's the one that started it all off. Um, let me hold on. Now I'm gonna show you the stuff that I used to shoot uh, with that camera. And like I said, I just had a passion for shooting. I had no rhyme or reason other than, getting better at it and getting better at it and getting better at it. And I would just go around and shoot stuff. And then, eventually I found my niche or whatever. But there's me and my cousin. My cousin was like my personality because he had a personality. He's a character, right? Shout out to old 1-8 Trey, right? Old Scammer, right? So right here we in New York downtown. You know what I'm saying? The shopping area. Um, and we went downtown and cause what you call it? Willie Randolph from the New York Yankees, or formerly the New York Yankees. He was going to be at McDonald's signing autographs. So, we went to go get an autograph. Not that we went shopping, but when we went by walked by McDonald's down on Broadway, we saw that what you call it, Willie Randolph was in there signing autographs. We from the Bronx, so we like, oh, our Bronx brother, we going to holler at him, right? I'll let y'all, yeah, I'll let y'all see how that went, right? But I'm just going to play a little content of us traveling downtown, just so you can see the transition from the '90s to now, right? And like I said, you might see people you never know, right? But let
I can't catch a sound like that. Long ass line, yo.
so right here, we was on 125th Street, uh, walking from the east side to the west side to get the D train to go downtown to like the West Fourth somewhere down there.
Shit gonna get longer, nigga. Some money to get you a tote. See how
Also, also, if you notice right there at the turnstiles, they still took tokens.
a tote.
We didn't have Metro cards back then. This is how long I've been filming. I've been filming so long that when we got on the train, we had tokens. All right. So, and nobody ever gave me a token to get to the tunnel or to go anywhere to film nothing. I spent all my own goddamn money. All right. But shout out to technology because now you don't have these long lines as much to wait online to get a token to go through the goddamn turnstile. It's education, baby. Joke, no joke, with real live documentation. I ain't even know what I was documenting back then. I was just doing it for fun. But now that I'm going through it, it's actually a good history lesson.
Some money to get you a tote. See how bitch is bad though, man.
So right here, this is where we meet Willie Randolph. This is the McDonald's that we in. There's this shorty flirting with me right here, of course. The real era, no BBLs, just straight beauty, natural beauty, baby. You dig? No wig, real hair. You dig?
Later.
So right here, this my cousin. We see Willie Randolph. You know, we all hyped up because he from the Bronx, or he played for the Yankees rather. So you know, we geesed up. You know, because we Bronx bred, baby. We born and bred. We love the Bronx. You know what I mean? So to see a a championship player from the Bronx, you know, in person, you know, that's something. You know what I'm saying? So my cut he left the Yankees, right? I forgot where he went after he left the Yankees, but he had left the Yankees. But for us, he always the Bronx because he played for the Yankees. And so my cousin, oh, he get the nigga autograph, but he want him to write, you know, on the autograph, yo, shout out to the Bronx. So Willie Randolph, he like, yo, I ain't gonna shout out the Bronx. Like I'll sign the autograph, but I ain't gonna shout out the Bronx. And my cousin, his feelings was so hurt. That nigga was so mad. He ripped up the nigga autograph, went back and threw it back at him.
Thank you.
Hey, take care. Thanks, Willie. Yo. Hey, come on, just throw it on the floor, yo. Hey, look at him. Hey, this is so
I
funny.
got my name up that shit.
You threw it on the floor?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Put that shit on the floor at the steps going up to see that nigga. Then I do the other shit right there when you walk in that motherfucker, man. You don't want to give a shout out to the Bronx. He played for the Yankees. Man, what is that, yo? Fuck out of here, man. Yo, I was ready to throw that shit right. Yo, I don't want it, man. It's all right, man. Take your shit.
I'd have gave it back to him, though, for real.
I was ready to, yo. I said, fuck it. Shit. Like,
What'd you say?
I was like, yo, you an athlete, yo, you supposed to be for the fans and all that. How you gonna, know what I'm saying, not want to give a shout out to the Bronx and all that, and you play for them? He like, yo, man, I ain't gonna do all that, man. He like, yo, I ain't gonna be, hey, yo, woo! Damn, bitches, B. He was like, yo, I ain't gonna be on nobody camcorder, yo. Now it's that. Yo, I don't want it, man. Yeah, man, roll out, man. Fucking Willie Randolph, big. Niggas a sucker, man. I don't believe that shit, yo. I don't believe that shit, yo. Fucking Willie Randolph. Yankee. BX. Heard that. This nigga's a sucker, yo. Yo, he's like, nah, yo, I ain't gonna do it.
I know.
I ain't gonna be in nobody.
Shout out to O Scammer 183rd. What's the word? All right. Uh yeah, that day was funny, man. I could not stop laughing. Yo, my cousin was so mad. He went and shout out the Bronx on the autograph. That was the funniest thing in the world to me, man. But but like I say, as you can see, just traveling through the city, getting on the train, tokens. Can you believe that, man? They just killed the Metro card. I remember they killed the tokens for the Metro card. Now they don't have the Metro card no more. Yo, time is flying, baby. I ain't had no gray back then. All right. All right, so now to show y'all that, you know, how long I've been doing this content thing, right? That's over 3 decades. It's over 30-something years that I've been doing this. Y'all are witnesses to it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed but the camera, right? So now this is where I'm gonna make it interactive at.